Every waver has one goal, and that is to get better waves while spending as little money possible. So in this video, I'll be going through and teaching you 7 things you can do to get better waves today for free. And at the end of the video, I'll be sharing to you an additional bonus tip which you can do tonight to instantly see results in the morning. And tip number 1 is to simply brush your hair for longer. Brushing your hair is one of the most important tasks that will really move the needle and get you to make progress. But as you know, brushing is already boring and time-consuming enough, so how are you supposed to brush consistently without falling off? Well, that's where tip number 2 comes into play, as it would allow you to brush for more hours while not taking up a major part of your day, while making sure that you don't get bored and you actually have fun doing it. And the secret isn't going to a Diddy party, but it's to have a consistent brush routine. Back when I was an intermediate waver, meaning I was still a beginner, but I wasn't yet at that elite stage, my waves looked something like this. And after I got on this routine, my waves started to look like this. And the routine actually made brushing pretty fun, and it became one of the things I look forward to throughout my day. I just made a daily routine video, so that should be already up on my channel, so I would check that video out after this. But instead of saying that routine, I'm gonna say the routine I did on Christmas break of 2021. Back then, I don't have any school, I'm on break, and I really wanted to take my waves to the next level. So what I would literally do, like in the morning, I would get up, go to the bathroom, do a little morning routine just with a soft brush. I didn't really do much. And then I would go eat and do whatever I wanted to do. Then I would come back and I would take my comb. I would either comb my hair all the way out, or I would kind of comb out the part of my waves that was really messed up, because I would try to put pictures up on screen. So yeah, because my top left was my weak side, so I would go ahead, and this was when I discovered combing. So I would comb my hair all the way, and I would like kind of comb for extra time. I would basically comb my hair out for 15 minutes, then use a hard brush for 15 minutes, then use a medium brush for 15 minutes, then a soft brush for 15 minutes. Now, this is pretty not ineffective, it's pretty inefficient, but it was still very effective because I was still putting in the reps and getting used to brushing. And the hard brush and the medium brush are gonna do stuff when I'm moving. So I would do that consistently, and plus I would wash myself 2 to 3 times a week, probably more than I should have. But at the time, I really liked the wash yourself method because I can really see the difference in my waves. So after that, I cut my hair kind of high in January, still following that routine. And as you can see, the difference in my top left, I remember I was tracking my progress. I actually got these pictures from my OG Discord server. I was tracking my progress in the little Discord server I had with my friends. And you can already see the difference from then. So I basically kept following that routine when school started back up, and this is how my hair looked in February. Now by that time, I kind of learned how to do the flawless connection method. I started doing that, and I also learned that you don't have to use your soft brush for 15 minutes and your medium brush for 15 minutes. You can use or comb for 15 minutes. You can just do the flawless connection method on your weak side, and then you can go ahead and use a hard brush for like 20 minutes, medium brush for 10, soft brush for 5. I eventually got there. You learn by putting in the reps and doing more research. But yeah, and here in February, this is where I consider myself elite. So literally by just following that routine, it made brushing fun. I learned how to brush for long periods of time. And like I would literally just put on a YouTube video. I remember I was really into Minecraft at the time, in my 2-week Minecraft phase. So I was playing like Minecraft videos as I like brushed my hair in the mirror. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And by the way, I should have a fully in-depth wave routine for your entire day that you should be able to follow along with. So I would check that out after you finish watching this video. But it is more of an advanced guide for like intermediate wavers who are trying to take their waves to the next level, aka people who should join wave school, link in the description. But I do have a lot more of a beginner-friendly routine, which actually comes with a habit tracker, so you can make sure that you're tracking your progress and that you're making progress. And that's in my Discord, so I'll go ahead, put that link in the description. You should see that and join it for free. I think we have like 500 members now. We're trying to build it up. Let's try to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. However, the problem with having a routine like this is that brushing like this can be kind of lonely and demotivating at times, because it's like track. It's just you versus you, and it can be like a mental battle sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. And that's where tip number 2 comes into play, which is to join a wave community so you can actually start brushing your hair with other people, so you can motivate each other to, start brushing more. It's said that if you lived in a house full of millionaires, that you would make more money yourself, and that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So by surrounding yourself with other wavers and wavers who are further along in their journey than you, you yourself will become a better waver. Well, brushing is cool and all, but what are other things you can do to get better waves? Well, for this next tip, you can do this right now and truly make a difference in your hair health. And that tip is to drink water. Bro, actionable step right now. Get up, go get a glass of water and drink it. I can guarantee that you're dehydrated right now. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now myself. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. That's like the first time I have water all day. You see how you're dehydrated right now? You can literally feel it. But then you go ahead and you wonder why your hair is always dry. You wonder why you can't retain moisture in your hair. You wonder, and combining that when you keep using these shampoos with horrible formulas that just strip out all the moisture out your hair. You wonder why you have dandruff and all these problems, bro. Just go drink some water. Just drink more water throughout your day. It will do wonders to your hair health and your health overall, bro. This isn't Minecraft. You don't only have a hunger bar. This is real life. You also have a thirst bar. And speaking of a hunger bar, just like Minecraft, the type of food you eat also affects your health. And in real life, it also affects your hair health and the amount of progress you can make. Which leads us to tip number 5, which is to stop eating so much junk food. If I'm playing Minecraft and I have the choice between rotten flesh and a cooked chicken, and I go ahead and eat the rotten flesh, I'm gonna get a bunch of debuffs and side effects and my health bar is gonna go down. And it's the same exact thing in real life, and it doesn't only affect your overall health, it also affects your hair health. What you put on your head isn't the only thing that will affect your hair health. It's also what you put in your body too. Maybe not to the same extent, but I guarantee you, if you eat better food, you will get better waves and you'll get better hair health. You'll get better hair health, which will allow you to get better waves. So improve your health, save your money, and invest it in what actually matters. Minecoins. Now the next tip is another tip that will really move the needle in terms of making progress. However, this is 5 times as effective as normal brushing. And this tip is to absolutely abuse the washing style. So we already know how the washing style is the best method for making progress. So in 2022, when I first started YouTube and I was really trying to get my waves to that another level to get perfect waves, and before I cut down my wolf, I said, I'm gonna do this thing called overwashing. So overwashing is basically where you wash your hair every single day. You're not supposed to do this, but if you have the right shampoo, right conditioner bars, you can get away with that. So I remember I was gonna get a haircut, then go on a vacation, and then it'll be my birthday. And so what I went ahead and did, I got a nice, healthy shampoo bar, make sure the ingredients were good. And I literally just every single day, I washed my hair, replaced my normal brush sessions with a washing style. It did kinda start to hurt the back of my neck as time was going on, but it was easy. Just make sure throughout this, I was making sure that I was moisturizing my hair after every session. So it kind of like drains your resources because it's like you're washing your hair every single day. You're kind of testing your hair health. You're testing the health of the shampoo. And you're also using up all your moisturizing products, but it is key that you make sure your hair is moisturized. And I also use this as an opportunity to experiment with different moisturizing methods to see which ones really worked for me. I eventually did. So by the time my week for the overwash went by, and my overwash was finished and I went ahead and I got the haircut, it was one of the best results I've ever gotten to this day after getting a haircut. I really made a lot of progress over that 7 days or so, washing my hair every single day. And along that, I learned how to properly moisturize my hair. But you need to make sure that you're using all natural products. So I'm literally telling you, the products you have right now, unless you're an elite waver right now, they're not good enough. So do not try this unless you go ahead and make sure you get a conditioning bar, all natural conditioning bar from a B.O.B. If there's any sulfates or anything in the shampoo, I guarantee you, you will really hurt your hair health. So be careful with this, please. When I was doing my research, I got a lot of warnings. Hey, be careful when you're doing this. And I made sure that I took my necessary precautions so I can receive the benefits of the method. And that's also how I took my hair from here to here. Now for this final tip, and as promised earlier in this video, I'll be explaining how to use the washing style to make better progress overnight in the next tip. Now tip number 7 is the simplest of them all, but it really makes a difference, and that is to sleep more. Sleep is literally so important for every function in your body, and your hair is no different. By sleeping more, you literally grow healthier hair faster. And at night also happens to be the best time to save your progress, because let's say you do your afternoon session, your day doesn't end at 6 p.m. You go ahead, you do more stuff, you might play sports, your do-rag might get shifted up and stuff like that, and then that's why we have the night routine to make sure we correct any errors that may have happened between your afternoon routine and you going to bed. But if you go ahead and you do the wash style at night, you're literally guaranteeing that your hair is completely dried, it's not gonna be altered enough, and you're really just gonna be saving your progress like the best way you possibly can. So by simply ragging up and going to bed, you'll be making more progress faster. Because I mentioned the washing style in this video so much, hopefully by now you've realized how important it is to really make progress. So watch this video right here to learn how to do the washing style the correct way so you can see some of that fast progress for yourself. Thanks for watching, God bless.